another video on the JJ Think Tank. In this one, I want to review the book We Who Wrestle With God. We Who Wrestle With God by Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson. JBP. No. You need to escape the belly of the whale, and then you need to revivify your father and save him from the belly of the whale. For otherwise, how can you construct a paradigm of meaning in your life? If you do not do so, you may be consumed by the abyss, and then how will you recover and start to interact with Ben Shapiro and Bibi Netanyahu? Oh, Jordan. Oh, you have made many mistakes in your life, haven't you, Jordan? JBP. You have associated yourself with the wrong people, with the wrong individuals, such as Ben Shapiro and Bibi Netanyahu. Oh, Jordan, you have made many mistakes, but after all, I believe you are still a good man. After all is said and done, and all things considered, I believe JBP is a good man. And that's why I'm reviewing this book with you now. His latest one, I think. We Who Wrestle With God, an exploration of the Old Testament. And I enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed it. JBP provides his own perspective on the stories of the Old Testament. And perhaps it was his best book so far, so he's written 3 books in total. Well, 4 books. Maps of Meaning, which I haven't read. 12 Rules for Life, and then another 12 Rules for Life. Beyond Order, yes. And then this one. So this one was more theological in scope, because the other 2 that I read were more to do with psychology, yes, how to improve your mental health, how to buttress your mental health. But this one deals more with theology, yes. And to be honest, I don't remember much about the book at the moment. I wrote a review shortly after reading it, and so I'll have to refer to my article for this one, for this video, and let's begin, shall we? So, one of the first sentences found in the book is this one by JBP. God is dead? ? No. Deus renatus est. So obviously this is Latin. And it's funny actually, because I recently found out from my uncle, around a year ago maybe, that for a while Latin was the main language in Poland, actually. Latin, not Polish. It was only recently that Polish became kind of the official language in Poland amongst the aristocracy and amongst the society as a whole, yes? I mean, this is how I understood what he said. And I don't know exactly when this change took place, but yes, it's an interesting phenomenon. Obviously, Poland is associated strongly with the Catholic world, with Latin civilization, and it deems itself to be part of the West. Yes. Obviously, in general, Poland is overlooked, I think. Poland's contributions to the development of Western civilization is overlooked. Poland isn't really general kind of respected. This is what I notice when we when I analyze Western cultural discourse, etc. And it is what it is, really. Paradoxically, I think Russians actually respect Polish more than people from the West. Yes, this is what I've noticed. Because Poland, for Russia, Poland was the main source of access to Western civilization. Yes, Poland transferred kind of its knowledge and information to Russia, and yes. But anyway, I'm going on a bit of a tangent now. I'd like to return to this book, and I thought it was relevant to include this quote by Søren Kierkegaard. Yes, and he said that science, teaches us to that becoming objective is the way. Yes, this is one way. This is one path that we can take. But Christianity teaches the opposite. Christianity teaches us that the way is to become subjective, to become a subject. Yes, and definitely I align myself more with the Christian worldview. Definitely. I think obviously science and scholarship it has its role to play. Obviously, of course, this is true. But I think it's through Christianity that we discover our inner self, definitely. And Søren Kierkegaard was definitely a very deep thinker, and he's definitely relevant to what Jordan had to say in his book. I can't remember if Jordan, if JBP, if he references Kierkegaard directly in this book. I don't think he does, from what I can remember. But I added some cross references, some references to Kierkegaard when I was writing this short article. Yes, I think near the end, but yes, let's go. Let's start with the stories. Yes, that Jordan analyzes, that JBP analyzes, and JBP. Yes, he has an enormous talent. He has a great talent at kind of uncovering meaning. Yes, and then kind of applying it to our modern way of life. There's a reason he's so popular. I mean, there are some people who I think are just jealous of him. Yes, so. And envious of his status now, I guess. I think Vox Day comes to mind. So Vox Day is a thinker, far right, quote unquote far right, yes. He's associated with the alternative media, yes. And I listened to him. I've listened to him in the past, Vox Day, and I mean, perhaps he's right about JBP in many respects, yes. But at the same time, I smell a bit of envy there, a bit of jealousy. Yes, I think he's just a bit jealous, perhaps. I don't know. This is the impression that I get. So I can show you him here, Vox Day. Here he is, Vox Day, Theodore Robert Beale. So no, he's interesting. I listen to him as well sometimes. He's described as a far right white supremacist, yes, misogynist, etc. I mean, this is Wikipedia. You can't really trust Wikipedia, can you? Because anyone can edit Wikipedia, yes. But yes, he's kind of he's got a very negative attitude towards JBP. I've got kind of overall a more positive attitude, yes. Yes, of course, JBP he's made mistakes by associating himself with Ben Shapiro and Bibi. These two individuals are definitely, I think, a bit evil, yes. But nonetheless, overall, JBP has made a positive impact on our culture, yes, and he can teach us a lot. And when he analyzes these events, these stories in the Old Testament, he kind of uncovers the underlying moral order that we must take heed of. Because if we don't, individually and collectively, we suffer. We definitely suffer. morality is important. We have to maintain our integrity. We have to remain moral. We have to maintain our ethical stance. And the events that JBP delves into are that of, Abraham, story of Abraham, story of Moses, Cain and Abel, Noah, Jonah, Adam and Eve, and the Tower of Babel. So, for instance, when he talks about the Tower of Babel, he links it to, well, I don't know if he links it directly, but he subtly alludes to how the current elite are trying to create this technocratic society. Yes, definitely this elite that is in charge at the moment. They want to create this kind of dystopian technocratic society, which is not conducive to individual liberty. And the story of the Tower of Babel is basically about humans trying to build a false paradise on Earth. By doing this, they are trying to usurp God. But ultimately, this always ends in disaster. It's not possible. Yes, it's not possible. Personally, I don't think JBP mentions this, but for me, the Tower of Babel also implies, how a multicultural society eventually collapses. It's very difficult for a multicultural society to work because, by definition, yes, the people found in this society, they're all from a different culture. Many of them, they don't share the same language. A lot of the foreigners don't learn the native language of the host country. And if this is the case, then eventually people are unable to understand each other, and disaster can strike. Yes, so this is definitely the case in the UK at the moment. Tony Blair, he implemented this project of the multicultural society, and we'll see if it will pay off. I mean, it might still be okay for England, for the UK, for Britain. I think it's still possible for this society to work, perhaps, but it requires a lot of dialogue, discussion, yes, dialectics, debate, even, in order to make things function, yes. So, anyway, moving on. The explorations of Peterson that gripped me the most, that were most kind of relevant to me, that I could relate to the most, were those that discuss the actions of listening or not listening to our conscience. We have this small voice within, this very faint small voice that is our only guide left in this world, I believe. It's the only thing left that we can cling on to, I think. This is what I have noticed in my life. And we need to follow this small voice within, this conscience, yes? The faint light. The light is your guide, yes? This faint light is your guide. And by analysing different stories, JBP, he shows the consequences of either doing so or not. So here, the story of Jonah is the most relevant, because Jonah and the whale. So Jonah, the symbology of Jonah being in the whale is like that of being in the depths of hell. Yes, so the belly of the fish is like the depths of hell. But even in these depths of hell, yes, man can still return to God. He can still redeem himself and re-establish his integrity. And this is what Jonah did, yes. And I don't know if this is from the Bible or if Jordan Peterson wrote this, but I included it. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God, and out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. So, it's never too late, I think this story it teaches us that it's never too late to turn your life around. You should never think that it's too late. You've always got an opportunity to turn your life around if you only lock in, as people say. Lock in, bro. I see this on Twitter a lot. Just lock in, bro. Lock in, bro. Come on, lock in. Oh man. This slang does me so. I like this slang sometimes. Just lock in, bro. Lock in. But yes, the workings of the unconscious, not unconscious, sorry, the conscience, yes. It can also be seen in other events of the Old Testament, yes. And here another story that comes to mind is that of Abraham, yes. When he's asked to sacrifice his son Isaac to God. So Kierkegaard. Oh, this is why I reference Kierkegaard here, because Kierkegaard wrote a book about this, Fear and Trembling, yes? A brilliant book, definitely. I recommend everyone to read this one, Fear and Trembling. And this story is full of paradoxes. It shows how God is kind of perhaps irrational even, or unknowable, or full of what's the right word to use here? God is, well, I guess what I just said, unknowable, kind of paradoxical. God is mysterious, yes. God works in mysterious ways. That's what we could say, yes. Initially it seems like God is demanding something unholy. Yes, he's telling Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac. Yes, and this seems quite unholy. It doesn't seem like God. No, it doesn't seem like the workings of God. It seems more like the workings of Satan. Yes. But then I guess that when we analyse this story a bit more, there's kind of an underlying logic to this call. And it is namely this, that to truly love God, one must give up all earthly possessions and anything that is loved more than God. And this is a paradox. This is really difficult to do. I haven't done this yet. To be honest, I'll be honest with my viewers and my listeners. I have many earthly attachments still, and I'm a bit worldly. I mean, not totally, yes, but I do like to have a life of comfort. I can't deny this. I like my current routine. I like the life that I'm living at the moment. I like to have a roof over my head. I like to have my books. I like my dog. I like going to the gym, etc. Yes. I like my family. So I don't know. This is a paradoxical story. To truly love God, maybe we should give up all of this. Yes. And God tests our faith in many respects. Yes. And it's difficult. Yes, this is why I created a video the other day about why there's not many real Christians left. Because to be a real Christian, you have to fulfill so many criteria. You have to really give up your life for God. It's difficult. It's not easy. Because many of us we are quite worldly. We like our life here on earth. And I'll be honest, I like my worldly life, to be honest. I still have some ambitions that I want to achieve, and this is why perhaps I'm not, I'm not a true Christian in this sense. Yes, I'll be honest, because I think the only true Christians left are those Christians who live in monastic communities, perhaps. Yes, I think they are the true Christians. Apart from them, I don't think there are many true Christians. It's just my opinion, yes. And yes, anyway, Kierkegaard, he yeah, as I just alluded to before, he beautifully explores this in his work Fear and Trembling, and he interprets this event as showing that to have faith is kind of to accept the absurd and to take the leap. To take the leap of faith. And I guess we're all on this path, yes? We all know roughly what level of risk we can take. I guess God knows our soul more than we know our own soul, yes, perhaps. God knows how much we are able to handle and how much we are not able to handle, perhaps, yes? So... oh yeah, so yes, that's the end of my article. And I guess by extension my video. I thought I wrote more, but no, that's the end. There are many other stories in this book that Peterson analyzes. JBP. So, for example, Sodom and Gomorrah. So, Sodom and Gomorrah is definitely an important story because it shows that if a whole city and its citizens, if they start to ignore the moral order, eventually the city will collapse. Yes, God will strike. Sodom and Gomorrah was a story that shows what can happen. Yes, if the laws of God are not obeyed, if the moral order is not respected. So yes, that's the end of my video. I don't want to talk more about this book and about JBP. Overall, I would recommend this book. I would recommend everybody to read this book. It's the most theological of Peterson's works, definitely. So yes, once again, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you tuning in to the JJ Think Tank and listening to what I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you took something away from this video. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing if you're not a new subscriber. It will help me grow the channel and spread more vital information that I think will help a lot of people out there. Anyway, once again, thank you for listening and take care.